Moment of truth, I had like 3 shots in the friends section. It was kind of crazy. Me and some friends were up sessioning a kink rail up in Bountiful, and those guys rolled up on us, and we just let them invited them to join the session, and I think that's how I ended up getting my first shot in the movie. That, and then you guys know who Joe Carlino is? Well, he's been the Trans World filmer for the past couple years, and he's definitely kind of big time these days, but he shot a couple shots out in Red Rocks, Colorado. And so I had 3 shots in that first movie, and he shot 2 of them, and then one was shot by this guy, Ian Rigby. Definitely got to give props to JP and Jeremy, because I grew up, started snowboarding right in the heart of the Forum 8, like Simple Pleasures decade. What was that, 97, 98? And I mean, living in Utah, those guys were like, that's pretty much who you looked up to, Dan Breezy, he definitely just destroys it. Like, the kid kills it at jumps, he kills it with the rails. Oh, Bodie Merrill. Yeah, oh man, definitely should mention that guy, because he's an amazing snowboarder, just like so naturally talented. And same thing, he can kill it on rails, do whatever he wants to, and at the same time, take him out in the backcountry and he slays it as well. Ben Belloc, he's another guy. I get to ride with him, up in Canada during the summer quite a bit, and his part in Videograss wasn't this year, but last year when he had the opening part, and just has has a bunch of backcountry shots and then just tons of like really tech rail stuff too. So he's another guy that I'd say is definitely killing it these days. I mean, my ideal video part would be, to get a lot of just actual handrails. And it's hard to do in Salt Lake because so many handrails that are even here, they're either knobbed or they've been hit so many times that people are fed up with it, and you get kicked out before you even get to start setting it up. Or just the plain fact that they've just been killed so hard that there's nothing really left to do on them, So to hit handrails, you kind of got to get out of Salt Lake. But yeah, I'd love to have my ideal video part would be a bunch of, bigger, like, rails with good tech tricks on it, and some of the other stuff too that Finger on the Trigger and Technine are kind of known for, like some of the bigger ollies. I like to do some of that stuff too. But then, yeah, just get out in the backcountry and get like, a legitimate grip of shots on hitting jumps, like just, I don't know, different from what I've had in the past, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty sick, man, because when I first started filming with them, it's kind of a privilege to be able to get to pick your song for your part. And, so I think the younger guys, the up-and-comers, they don't even really push for it. They're just happy to get whatever. And I remember that's how it was for me, the first 2 or 3 years. I definitely had a say in the music that we used, but it was all hip-hop, and and it's good stuff. Like, I enjoy hip-hop. I like rap music for sure, but not nearly as much as, like, some of the oldie stuff and old punk rock. And in Familia, I got to choose that song, Evil Woman, ELO, another good band. And then the year after that was Hard to Earn, which actually I didn't even really pick. Cole chose it for me because I was hurt a lot that year, so I didn't really have a ton of shots, but he chose that Creedence song for me, which, CCR, I love those guys, so I was 100% behind that. And then last year, just a good old one-hit wonder band, Golden Earring was the name of the band, Radar Love, it's good stuff.